but it just came about. You're like, oh man, it just happens. It happened that way because there's so much things that's working. That's why these brother brought out, spoke about Hebrews 13 chapter, because there's angels around. There's so much stuff working around spiritually in the spiritual realm, or there's something that's working around you that you don't see happening, but it's still happening.
And like you said, with your spirit making those groanings or intercession, it could happen when you vex, man. Like, we live in this society and we see all different types of wickedness, man. Something as wicked as just seeing two homosexuals, man. You get tired of seeing it, you know? So your spirit will just send up a prayer.
Let me bring up a further example that we just saw. We just got this example, right for all brothers to see how the spirit works. We got brothers in GMSLA camp, brothers out there. We all know those brothers. They were out teaching, and then the camera didn't catch it, but a dog started running at them. The two dogs started sprinting at them hard. You didn't see them brothers call upon the name. You seen the reaction of them brothers. Yeah. But they spirit sent up intercession for them, and those dogs got fucked up. You heard it. You see what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have to call on the name, because you might be in a situation where if you're of the Most High's elect, then the spirit works for you. You didn't have to send up that prayer. You know what I'm saying? It was 4 brothers, 5 brothers. 5 brothers spirit sent up 5 brothers spirit called upon the name, and they were spared. They were you know what I'm saying, saved for that situation. And there was nowhere for them to go. If that wasn't the case, them 2 dogs could have got their way with 2 of them brothers, if not more. But you know what I'm saying? That's how beautiful the spirit is. Right, man. You know, you can hear them dogs got fucked up. Like, they cried. You know, and then went the other way. We're not. That was enough. The dogs. That was enough that they needed. Yeah. They wasn't going for it. Hey, bro. Yep. Exactly. Andrew probably hit him with a smite there.
Can I get this real quick? Go ahead. It's John 17 and 15. I'm gonna start at 14. It says, "I have given them thy word, and the word have hated." It's like, in the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. I pray not that thou wouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
They were loaded. Matter of fact, if you can't jump to verse 6 and see what Yahushua gave them first. Because he manifested the greatest defense unto them.
John 17 and 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world.
So, like, hold that, run your brothers, get Proverbs 18 and 10. Yep. Because the name right there is the strongest defense that you're going to have. Having the name and believing upon that name, having faith in that name. You got it, bro?
18?
Proverbs
18?
Yeah.
Proverbs 18 and 10. It says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
Righteous run into it and safe. Read that again, bro. So this is why he manifested his name unto them in the beginning of his prayer. This is the Lord Yahushua praying to the Heavenly Father Yahweh about the disciples, which goes down further until all the whole elect.
Go ahead. It says, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word.
Yep, jump to verse 9.
Yep. It says, I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine.
And thine are the ones that are continuously going to be protected for everything that they come across. And you've been getting that protection. If you're part of the Lord's elect, you've been getting that protection from the moment you came out the womb. It didn't just happen when he preserved you to get to this point. Each one of your brothers that are out here that are listening, he's been preserving you to get to this point. Go ahead, bro.
Psalms 105 and 14. He suffereth no man to do them wrong. Yeah, he reproved kings for their sakes.
Reprove kings for their sakes.
Saying, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm.
Ooh, man. Go ahead, bro.
In Psalms 91 at the top, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust.
Keep going, bro. You gotta go all at least to 10.
It's 3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
The snare of the fowler is the so-called white man. He sets the traps up for us. He's the one that's out there setting everything up so that you fall into the different traps and mischief and bullshit that he wants to get you away from Yahweh Shem Shai. He's the one that promotes adultery on TV, on magazines, and what you see out in society. He's the one. That's what I say. He's the one promoting this homosexuality, all this agenda, all that. LGBTQR, add any letter you want to add to them. They just keep adding on different letters that you gotta accept it. Yeah. This is what he wants. This is what he pushes. This is what he wants you to accept. But when you come into this truth, the Most High, he puts a spirit on you to not accept that stuff. Because why? Because it's contrary to what the scriptures say.
That's right.
So what does the scripture say? What did Peter say? We are to obey the Most High rather than men. So no matter whatever he puts out there, you know if it's not contrary, I mean it's contrary to the scriptures, or you don't do it. If it lines up with the scriptures, which is very rarely do in this black man society, you follow it. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Just continuing, this is 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
And part of his feathers and wings are the angels. Because the angels are encamped around you when you walk in the ways of truth. Hold that, bring that out, bro.
It's Psalms 34:7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them.
Right, they camped around him, or campeth around you to protect you, to keep your eyes, keep your foot. Matter of fact, can one of you brothers get Proverbs 16:9? Because sometimes you don't know what you want to do or things that you're gonna do. Like sometimes you might be late for work, but the Most High just kept you from a major accident. Yet the angels delay you with lights so you won't be caught up in that accident. He directs your steps to keep you protected.
Can I use a quick movie example? Anybody seen that movie, The Adjustment Bureau? It's a movie with you remember that movie with Matt Damon, right? Yeah. There was an angel that was supposed to keep him from with Anthony Mackie, right? An angel that was supposed to keep him from meeting his chick because he would go against the you gotta look into it spiritually, because they're not gonna show you the spiritual aspect. Right. And so basically kept him from meeting the chick because that would be enough for him to be satisfied in life instead of going and doing the righteous things that he was set up to do later in life. So it's the same way Anthony Mackie in that movie was an angel trying to keep him in and out of trouble, so certain things would happen with the big picture. The angels do the same thing with us. That's just an example in a movie how that situation kind of plays out.
Proverbs 16:9, a man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord Yahweh directeth his steps.
Right, so you might thought you was going to do something or leaving at a certain time to get somewhere, and you might catch a train, delay you 15 minutes. But really delaying you from an accident or some trouble. Or it might be some wicked cop up there that might have caught you, pulled you over, and turned your day upside down. So the angels protect you from that. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Where you at before?
Oh, Con. Back in Psalms.
Back in Psalms. You got something, bro?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Let your brother go.
Psalms 104, sorry, Psalms 103:20. Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearken unto the voice of the Lord. Bless ye the Lord, all ye his hosts, you ministers of his that do his pleasure.
Right, and that's spiritual angels, and also it's physical angels out here, because as you see, when they're out here, angels means messenger, and we're out here spreading the message every week. Brothers come out and teach you, answer your questions, and show you this truth. That's you're receiving the message from the Most High, because we're not out here on our own accord. We're out here on one accord with the Most High to push for what He wants you to know through the Spirit. You might have been having questions that you needed to know about a couple weeks ago. You might get the answer today, or you might answer the question and get it today. So His messengers are working, and His spiritual angels are protecting His physical angels that's giving that message.
And if I may add, and it's also the messenger that you don't see, that's keeping your mind open to receive it. The angels, they're able to block
the negative.
You getting understanding, or open your mind to getting understanding.
To put a certain associations that add up to making sense in certain other things that you wouldn't have connected. They'll connect it so you can understand. Like me, like for some people, when I came to this thing, a lot of examples were given, but I didn't understand them. Then there was an elder or an apostle that would that bring out a movie or a song or something, and that's what made it click for me. So that's what the angel will do. They'll put it together so whatever clicks for you, so you get the understanding of it.
We got a quick one right quick. This is Sirach 3 and verse 21. Seek not out the things that are too high for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. Because like the brother said, the angel ain't gonna let you receive that. When you get to research the deep things that you ain't really shouldn't be looking into, the angel's gonna either do one or two things: block you from getting it, or let you get it and bug you out.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
I got a little something.
Hey, it's like it said, the Lord said that his angels were his ministers. What is a minister? A servant.
Yep.
You know, so just as the prophets are out here to serve you by giving you the Lord's message, the angels, their service is to protect.
Yep.
Their service is to make sure that those who the Lord chosen is basically grounded and settled in the understanding.
Can I read this, and then it'll bring more light to what you're talking about? 2 Ezra chapter 9, and I'm gonna start with verse